Welcome to Uptime.com and to our video on monitoring your Shopify store. Shopify is an e-commerce platform that helps users build an online store and sell their products through a streamlined process. But just like any website, you will want to monitor your online store for broken workflows and to ensure there is no disruption in your customers' ability to access and purchase from your store. With Uptime.com, we can monitor your Shopify store with numerous check types to make sure you are notified if there are any complications with accessing your online store. Today, we will focus on two specific check types, a HTTPS check and a transaction check. To begin, navigate to the checks section of your Uptime.com account. Here we will begin by creating an HTTPS check. To do this, select the Create Check button in the upper right-hand side of your UI. Once on the Create Check screen, you will see that the HTTPS check will be selected by default. Here, you can create a name for your check, select the interval at which you would like the check to run, the contacts to be alerted, any locations that you would like the check to run from, and add any tags to help categorize or organize your check. The only requirement for your HTTPS check is to provide a URL for your check to monitor. However, there are additional options that can add more value to safeguards for your check. For this example, we will focus on the string to expect and string comparison fields. The string to expect field allows you to check for a specific word or phrase that should be present on your store's page. If the word or phrase specified cannot be found on the page, you will be alerted. The string comparison, when used with the string to expect field, allows you to specify if you would like to check the page for the exact word or phrase, or of some variation of it using regular expressions. Additionally, there is also the option to fail the check if the regular expression for your word or phrase does match. Finally, to avoid interference from Shopify security measures while monitoring your check, it is recommended to add a header that includes a unique user agent, such as your shop name, as shown here. Once you have completed setup for your HTTPS check, select Create Check to allow the check to begin monitoring. Next, we will begin creating a transaction check for our online store. A transaction check mimics a specific user path to ensure that nothing on that path is broken or unusable. To build this check, we will utilize Uptime.com's Transaction Check Recorder to create and monitor the workflow for purchasing an item. Similar to the HTTPS check, we will select the Create Check button in the Check section of our account. This time, please select Transaction Check from the Check Type drop-down menu. With our first step, we will need to specify the URL for our check to navigate to. Once entered, select the Edit in Recorder button to open the Transaction Check Recorder. Once opened, the steps for your check are located on the left, while your website is located on the right. Next, select the Start Recording option. This will record any actions that you perform on your site and add them to the Steps section of the recorder. This includes any keystrokes, drop-down selections, and form submissions. Once recording has begun, you can now navigate through your website, as seen to the right of the recorder. As you interact with your website, the recorder takes each action and adds a new step to your transaction check, accurately grabbing the element selectors in real time. This both saves time and work while building your check. Each field selected, including the characters entered into each field, are added to your transaction check steps as well, easily capturing form submissions to ensure seamless functionality. After successfully completing your user path, select the Stop Recording option and select Save to be returned to the Edit Check page to make any final additions, such as validations, to your check before allowing your check to begin monitoring. Validations help ensure that your previous step worked as expected. Adding validators after using the Transaction Check Recorder can add an extra layer of reliability to your check. By adding validations, such as HTTP status code should be, allows you to ensure that your site is reachable by expecting a 200 status code. Another example would be utilizing the element ID, name, or CSS selector should exist validator to verify that you have navigated to the right page by checking for a specific element. Once completed, select the Run Test option to ensure that your check is running as expected. In the event that your transaction check runs into an error, Uptime.com's alerting will provide you with a notification immediately. Transaction check alerts contain the locations that contain an error, the specific error encountered, and a root cause analysis that shows a screenshot of the web page at the time of error and the console log for more in-depth error reporting. Ensuring that downtime for your Shopify store is caught in a timely manner is crucial to fostering customer satisfaction and continued business. Uptime.com has numerous ways to ensure you are alerted promptly without hassle, so you can continue to provide your customers with excellent service. Thanks for watching.